The more that you get online, the more you see about CBD oil and its benefits. It's the latest fad out right now, kind of like doTERRA oils were the latest fad a couple of years ago. People will swear by almost anything that you put in front of them, but the question is, do they actually work? CBD is a molecule found in the cannabis plant. While CBD is often positioned as a miraculous cure-all capsule, capable of treating everything from anxiety to back pain, the vast majority of the population doesn't fully understand what it is or how it works. How is CBD different from marijuana? CBD is the second most prevalent of the active ingredients in marijuana. While CBD is an essential component of medical marijuana, it is derived directly from the hemp plant, which is a cousin of the marijuana plant. CBD is one of the hundreds of components in marijuana, and by itself, it does not cause a high like THC does. This is a report from the World Health Organization. One of the most highly studied uses for CBD now is to treat seizures in patients that have epilepsy. In 2015, the first large-scale multi-center study was presented on 214 patients with Dravet syndrome, Lennox syndrome, and several other pediatric epilepsies. The results show a significant reduction in seizures by 36.5%. There are videos out there that you can watch. People have a lot of information online about epilepsy and the use of CBD. So much so that recently the FDA approved the first ever cannabis-derived medicine for these conditions, which the medicine contains CBD oil. The preclinical evidence strongly supports CBD as a potential treatment for generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, OCD, PTSD, and numerous other ailments like back pain or any kind of pain or inflammation. This study may help researchers understand the mechanism behind the effects of the endocannabinoid system and may hold promise for sufferers of PTSD and other anxiety-related disorders. There is early evidence that CBD has the potential for treating autism or autism spectrum disorder, a neurodevelopmental disorder that develops in infancy or childhood. The main symptom of ASD is impaired social reaction. Early signs can include unresponsiveness to people, avoiding eye contact with people, and their responses to their own names sometimes. Researchers have found a potential link between autism and the cannabinoid receptors in the brain. Pennsylvania and Minnesota are the only states as of July 2018 to have approved medical cannabis treatments for autism. Research and evidence are still limited on this condition, with no scale clinical study results available to date. CBD is not addictive. In fact, it has been studied as an intervention for addictive behaviors. So basically, if you are addicted to opioids, researchers are now using CBD oil to counteract that to help your addiction. Given that it may have some therapeutic properties on opioid, cocaine, and psychosomatic addiction. So if CBD is non-addictive and has been proven to show positive side effects, why not try it? Everyone is so quick to try the doTERRA oils that, half of the people think, oh, this is just an oil, that it doesn't matter. But it's kind of the same thing with CBD. There's just a stigma around it because it is one of the ingredients used in marijuana. People are scared of it. There is no reason to tell anyone that you're trying it. If you do decide to try it, there's no reason to tell anyone that you are. But if you happen to try it and it works for you, then that's all the more reason to tell somebody else about it, because they may be taking medications that have side effects or medications that interact with another medication, and CBD oil is natural, so I don't see a reason not to try it. Interest and research in CBD as a potential treatment for many brain related indications is accelerating due to some promising results in early trials. Other possible applications include Alzheimer's disease, chronic pain, multiple sclerosis, symptoms of cancer, Huntington's disease, and other inflammatory conditions. While it is too early for some therapies to be applied in a clinical setting, new discoveries will continue as researchers begin to understand the mechanisms of the endocannabinoid system and the CB2 receptors. As more clinical study evidence becomes available, patients may have new and better alternatives to treatment. My thesis in all this would be to take a look at the research for yourself, and if CBD has been clinically proven to show no harm, then why not try it as a natural alternative to some of the medications that you might currently be on. Thank you for your time. I hope everyone has a great day.